Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until... well, let's just say your hour has come again. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
Half-Life 2 is one word. Legendary. Out of all of the video games that are my favorites, this one is the only one that is simply famous. What is the singular aspect that makes video games revered? Great game design.
Once you pick something up, you can drop it gently by pressing your secondary trigger again. Pick up some stuff and toss it.
Human beings cannot deny entertainment that is gratifying. Half-Life 2 delivers hours of amusement very subtly, and continues to enhance the experience by immersing the player in the game world itself. At one point, you really do feel the surrealism firsthand.
You can steer your rocket past the gunship's defenses and prevent it from shooting down your rocket. This will only anger it at first, but if you can survive long enough to make several direct hits, you'll be rewarded with a prize worthy of any mantelpiece. Now, who's going to be the lucky one to carry it into combat? Ah yes, Gordon Freeman. I couldn't have asked for a finer volunteer.
Half-Life 2 is a first-person shooter action-adventure video game developed by Valve Corporation and released on Windows in 2004. You play as Gordon Freeman, a theoretical physicist who is a falsely accused fugitive that went missing 2 decades ago during a laboratory accident. Gordon mysteriously arrives in a place called City 17 that is under martial law by an elite police and military force known as the Combine. As Gordon enters City 17, he discovers that the Combine are oppressing civilians and subjugating anyone unjustly. Upon further investigation, he reconnects with old colleagues and co-workers that are setting up a resistance force to confront the Combine. Gordon joins their resistance group and discovers that the Combine is up to something far more sinister than mere oppression. For the sake of the video, I will be presenting Half-Life 2 with updated visual modifications. The modifications are truly spectacular and showcase Half-Life 2 with the best visual fidelity. I have no qualms or problems with the original look of Half-Life 2. However, these modifications truly improve the video game overall. Thank you to all the modders that built these visual modifications. My first experience of Half-Life 2 was on the original Xbox console in 2005. Unfortunately, I have no memory of how this video game came into my hands. All I remember is that my family had this video game in our collection. My biggest guess is that my father purchased Half-Life 2 based on the solid reviews the game was getting. What I do remember is the title screen for the port of Half-Life 2 on the Xbox. A simple yet elegant ground viewpoint that was focused upwards towards the Citadel. The scene was a mid-afternoon setting that would display the Citadel moving softly and had some birds fly by from time to time. Then there was this reverbed sound effect that would subtly play audibly on a slow loop cycle. The title screen in and of itself was the first title screen as a child that instilled the thought of artistic beauty. Most title screens back in the day were either expressively loud or simple. Half-Life 2 just froze me in place. The atmosphere was just so captivating. Upon playing Half-Life 2, I was entranced. Like many others, the art design of this video game during the time was breathtaking. The gameplay was extremely unique, individualistic, eccentric, unconventional, abnormal, extraordinary, and unfamiliar. Half-Life 2 changed my perspective about video game entertainment in general. Video games are not just fun activities, but pieces of art. Not only did I appreciate the art and gameplay aspects, I really enjoyed Kelly Bailey's soundtrack. I thought his work was absolutely stellar for Half-Life 2 and brought cohesiveness with the other aspects in the game. Furthermore, the fact that Half-Life 2 has virtually no cutscenes is a marvel overall. The concept of being a part of the in-game scenes was simply ingenious. By allowing the player interactive freedom during dialogue, they can immerse themselves completely while maintaining retention of the story. There are plenty of articles, videos, and other sorts of media that cover why Half-Life 2 is a spectacular video game. However, I must admit the one reason why Half-Life 2 did not make my list of top video games of all time. There is plenty that Half-Life 2 has to offer. Great game design, terrific enemies, fantastic world building, awesome soundtracks. The list goes on. The story is the only thing that is weak. Half-Life 2 houses a story that is actually rather difficult to follow. The basic outline is that the Combine, the supposed rulers of Earth now, are invaders from a dimensional rift caused by the laboratory accident that happened in the first Half-Life game. The Combine want the knowledge of how the dimensional rifts work, and thus are committed to oppressing human life into doing their bidding until they have obtained results. At the end of the first Half-Life video game, Gordon trapped himself in an alternate dimension that housed him for 20 years. By strange otherworldly coincidence, he returns to Earth in Half-Life 2 on a train bound towards City 17. Gordon discovers that City 17 is a Combine Nexus hub and containment capital for the human race. As he journeys into City 17, Gordon learns that there is a resistance movement to fight the Combine developing. He then joins the resistance group and spearheads the assault as an iconic beacon of hope for humanity.
Gordon Freeman, here.
Dr. Freeman? We're coming with you. With you here, Dr. Freeman, we can finally make some headway.
Gordon Freeman is a theoretical physicist, according to lore regarding the Half-Life franchise.
This is not some agent provocateur or highly trained assassin we are discussing. Gordon Freeman is a theoretical physicist who had hardly earned the distinction of his PhD at the time of the Black Mesa incident. I have good reason to believe that in the intervening years he was in a state that precluded further development of covert skills. The man you have consistently failed to slow, let alone capture, is by all standards simply that, an ordinary man. How can you have failed to apprehend him?
During his time in the first Half-Life game, he was just a laboratory scientist who graduated from MIT. After initializing an experiment, he found himself in a catastrophe and unleashed a dimensional rift, which caused mutant creatures to spawn in the facility. Gordon arms himself with firearms and a power suit to protect himself, then attempts to close the dimensional rift that he opened. While the first game is a separate entity to cover, the fact that Gordon is a crackshot gun handler is unexplained. How does a theoretical physicist know how to handle military-grade firearms? Does MIT offer firearm training in their physics programs? The fact that Gordon can use firearms like a professional might seem like a minor point. However, that is not the case. A theoretical physicist running around blasting anyone and anything accurately actually is pretty idiotic. Gordon should be where he needs to be, in a laboratory working to circumvent the Combine and their malicious attempt of understanding the dimensional rifts. Instead, he is running around City 17 blasting everything like Rambo. The whole perspective of Half-Life 2's plot is actually never fully explained throughout the video game. You literally need to read external source material, forums, news articles, etc. about the story to understand the plot. Playing Half-Life 2 without prior knowledge of the plot is actually a very confusing experience. The story is not told in ample amounts throughout the campaign. Instead, story segments are broken up between long combat and traversal gameplay chunks. When you finally encounter a story segment, the scene lasts a few minutes and you are immediately rushed back into gameplay. While being able to participate in a story scene is immersive, there is a problem if you have no idea what is going on or even happening. Half-Life 2 is another runner-up video game that did not make my list of top video games of all time because of this story. This marks Half-Life 2 as the fourth runner-up video game title with a story problem. As you can see, story is very important to me. Video games that have overcomplicated storylines or plots tend to be listed as a runner-up, despite having great qualities in other areas. I know Half-Life 2 is one of the best video games ever created. The creative ingenuity of the in-game physics is what made Half-Life 2 famous. However, in my opinion, Half-Life 2 did not persuade me enough to place the video game higher on my favorite games. However, my experience of Half-Life 2 will not be forgotten. I still love this video game and will replay the entire video game over for years to come. For a 20-year-old video game right now, the gameplay is still fresh and has aged very well. The story, on the other hand, will continue to confuse me even in the future.
Rather than offer you the illusion of free choice, I will take the liberty of choosing for you, if and when your time comes round again. I do apologize for what must seem to you an arbitrary imposition, Dr. Freeman. I trust it will all make sense to you in the course of... well, I'm really not at liberty to say. In the meantime, this is where I get off.
About that beer I owed you. It's me, Gordon.
Great Scott! Gordon Freeman! Gordon?
Gordon?
Dr. Freeman, I presume.
Gordon Freeman. The Dr. Freeman. I must say, Gordon.
Man, Gordon.
Never fear, Gordon. Gordon!
Let Gordon throw the switch?
Dr. Freeman.
Go ahead and bring Gordon.
Good job, Gordon.
Gordon.
Look out there, Gordon.
We're ready to project you, Gordon.
Gordon! Hurry, Gordon!
Gordon Freeman.
Gordon!
Hey, Gordon! Gordon.
You're Freeman, aren't you?
Dr. Freeman is Gordon Freeman.
Dr. Freeman. You're Freeman, aren't you?
Dr. Gordon Freeman himself.
Greetings to the Freeman. The Freeman will accept.
Farewell, Dr. Freeman.
Dr. Freeman? Gordon Freeman?
Gordon Freeman.
With Gordon here to... Dr. Freeman? Oh, Dr. Freeman.
There's nothing Gordon can't handle. This, Gordon.
So I could come see Gordon.
Why don't you take Gordon
Come on, Gordon. Gordon, this is Dog. Let's play catch with Gordon.
Is Gordon still with you? Take Gordon out of here.
Come on, Gordon. Gordon, take Gordon to the...
Gordon Freeman. And I've got Gordon Freeman.
Dr. Freeman, you're kidding.
Over here, Dr. Freeman. And I've got Gordon Freeman with me.
Gordon. Here's where you come in, Gordon.
Gordon Freeman will be driving it.
Gordon, I haven't... Hello, Dr. Freeman?
Gordon Freeman? Ah, yes. Gordon Freeman. Get going, Dr. Freeman. Ship, Dr. Freeman. This way, Dr. Freeman.
The Freeman must follow. The Freeman will have...
Get going, Dr. Freeman.
The Freeman follow Freeman. The Freeman will Freeman. The Freeman. The Freeman.
Gordon Freeman. Dr. Freeman? Dr. Freeman's... Gordon Freeman is...
Gordon, you made it.
Gordon.
Be there in a second, Gordon.
Absence of Gordon Freeman.
You would have had Freeman.
Come on, Gordon.
Okay, Gordon, I'm gonna...
Sorry to take so long, Gordon. Cover me, Gordon. Come on, Gordon.
Gordon? Gordon.
Gordon and Dog. Okay, Gordon, you heard. Go on, Gordon. Gordon.
Gordon Freeman.
Gordon Freeman. Here.
Dr. Freeman? We're coming with you. With you here, Dr. Freeman, we can finally make some headway. Hey, it's Freeman! Hey, everybody, follow Freeman! Dr. Freeman!
It's Freeman.
Hey, it's Freeman! Let's follow him! Dr. Freeman! Sorry, Freeman. Gordon Freeman? Come on through, Freeman. Side, Dr. Freeman. Dr. Freeman? Keep moving, Dr. Freeman.
Gordon. Amazing back there, Dr. Freeman.
Use the gravity gun, Gordon. Gordon, run!
Dr. Freeman!
Gordon, move the head uppers, Gordon!
Hey! Freeman's here!
Some traps for them, Gordon. Let's head for the roof now, Gordon.
Dr. Freeman, wait!
I'm gonna
We'll come
stay
with
here.
you.
See you when I see you, Gordon.
Dr. Freeman! Lead on, Freeman! Dr. Freeman!
Gordon! Go through, Gordon.
This is Dr. Freeman.
Dr. Freeman.
Tell me, Dr. Freeman, if you can.
Look, Gordon.
I'm sorry, Gordon.
Well, if it isn't Gordon Freeman at last.
Gordon?
No.
Don't listen to him, Gordon.
How about it, Dr. Freeman?
Gordon would never make any kind of deal with you. Come on, Gordon. Gordon, do your worst, Gordon.
Dr. Freeman!
Listen to him, Gordon. Hurry, Gordon, before he escapes.
Dr. Freeman?
Go, Gordon.
Are you still with us, Dr. Freeman? Go back, Freeman!
Come on, Gordon.
Time, Dr. Freeman? Dr. Freeman.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked this video and episode, please feel free to check out the Pondersaur channel for more episodes. Our Etsy store has expanded inventory with exclusive socks. Along with the Pondersaur mug, you can now update your wardrobe with Pondersaur apparel. Come check out our store via a link provided in the description below. Once again, thank you for all that have supported this community. I'm your host, Richard Dahm, and this is Pondersaur Words with a Roar. Take care.